Good afternoon, guys. This is Drew, your host of Alluvial Adventures. Thank y'all for joining us on another episode of the channel. Opening day of football season here in Tennessee, United States of America. So our menu today is going to be game day finger food themed. We're going to do some baby back ribs, little Mexican street corn dip, some grilled vegetable skewers. Since the grill's going to be hot, we're just going to grill those too. So y'all come along, we'll see how this turns out. Guys, I want to point out we're going to parboil our potatoes before we put them on the skewers. That way they'll be tender and not crunchy, of course. So we're going to get some seasoning in the water. Since this is a good gracious. My. Mexican kind of themed meal anyway. We're going to season our potatoes with some Hispanic seasoning. We'll see how that turns out. Deer all over this hillside today. Guys, always make sure your knife is sharp. If you cook your meat tender, you don't need a real sharp knife to cut it up. Just saying. About the same thickness, so they should cook about the same, close to it anyway. Alright guys, as soon as our potatoes get done, we'll make these skewers. Guys, since the grill is going to be good and hot, we're going to make a little bit of asparagus. A little butter, a little garlic paste, a little bit of lemon juice. Fairly basic. And this would be good. Whatever kind of protein you wanted to add to this, you could. Chicken, pork, beef, fish, shrimp. Let's trim this asparagus a little bit. Get rid of them tough ends. See how sharp that knife is? Man, you just walk right through that asparagus. Once again, real simple. Something probably be good if you went camping. You just throw this in the edge of the campfire, let it steam 20 or 30 minutes, be good to go. Baby. The other baby. Now where'd Big Brother go? He's right here somewhere. Well, we're going to start with some fire roasted corn. Smells good. To which we're going to add salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. A little bit of hot sauce. Not just a whole bunch, teaspoon maybe. And everybody's favorite, butter. Gonna let that simmer for a little bit, let those flavors meld, and we'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, these potatoes are done. They're tender. They're also very hot. So I'm gonna have to start by skewering the potato, then skewering a cold vegetable and sliding it like so I don't burn my hand. That was a success. Another potato, cold zucchini. There you go. All right, guys, we're gonna get the rest of these skewered, get them ready to go on the grill. Okay, guys, we've got our fire roasted corn nice and warm. We let it simmer in some butter. Gonna add a little lime juice, a little of this tahini. Give it a little bit of zest and zip. That we're going to add a couple tablespoons of mayo. couple of tablespoons of sour cream. I'm going to blend that up thoroughly. Let it chill in the refrigerator. And I'm going to call it street corn dip. And we'll see how we fare with some corn chips here in a little while. Looks good, smells good. A little more of this tahini on that. There we go. All right, guys, we're gonna pop this in the fridge. Alright guys, I always try to pull the membrane off the back of my ribs. Some people eat it. Put your finger right in the center, pull straight up, and it comes right off. Works most of the time. Just pry, pull straight up. Alright guys, just a little old simple seasoning. Today, you know, try not to overpower the flavor of the pork. Just gonna put a little garlic salt, a little onion powder, a little black pepper, a little paprika. Call it good. We will season them on both sides. And hopefully when the ribs get over the fire, the seasonings will caramelize on there and give it a good flavor. That's the plan anyway. We're going to season these up. We're going to let them sit about 15 or 20 minutes to absorb some of that seasoning into the meat while we're getting the coals good and hot. We'll see y'all at the grill. Alright guys, we're going to get our ribs on the grill. Put them up here high off the heat to start with. We're going to put the skewers down here over indirect heat as well, because they're veggies, they'll cook fairly quick when the time comes. I'm going to put our asparagus down here in the firebox away from the heat. Alright guys, I got my asparagus in here. Notice it's not right over the coals, but it'll soak up plenty of heat in there. I'm going to add some wood chunks in a second when I get my smoke. Well, there is one of my wild neighbors has come to help me cook. She's jumped the creek and grazing in the yard. And she's welcome here. Let me get back to pay attention to what I'm doing. Got the ribs on up high. So you got the skewers on here. We'll put them over the fire directly. And we're going to close this. And
Gonna throw some wood chunks in there and get us a little smoke going. See how our supper turns out. We're gonna go ahead and turn them ribs one time. Hot, dummy. That's funny, they wasn't hot when I put them in there. You know, with any luck, the fat and the juice it renders out of the ribs will fall directly onto the vegetables, further adding to the flavor. Guys, I imagine the deer has come on to see us. Just about eating a whole bag of apples. Veggies are done. Probably don't need to touch them skewers again to know they're hot. I think we're going to turn these ribs one more time. They look pretty good like they are, but we're going to, oh yeah, they're coloring up nice. Probably drop them a little closer to the heat too. Like I say, guys, y'all please overlook the construction. The beams, that's going to be a bridge across the creek. That's going to be walls. We're going to try to get some more work done on it tomorrow. Main thing, that grill right there. There is something good in there. We'll share that with y'all shortly. tent resting. We're gonna cut up this little pineapple to go with our fruit charcuterie board. Got some strawberries and grapes and just game day finger foods. So I hope everybody's favorite team is doing good today. We got something. Alright guys, we've got everything done. We've got our Mexican street corn dip. I think it turned out very well. We got us a fruit charcuterie board. Grilled veggies. You know, all this in the spirit of game day finger foods. We've got our ribs done, so we're fixing to cut those up. Maybe we've got them right. Very juicy. Oh yeah. Well, we didn't burn them and we didn't dry them out, so that is a win-win. Me, I'm just gonna eat mine like they are, but we've got barbecue sauce. If somebody wants that, that'll be up to them. Yeah, very juicy. Guys, let's get our plates made. Perfect bite. Y'all, the ribs are delicious. They are absolutely wonderful. Guys, thank y'all for joining us on another episode of Alluvial Adventures. Once again, to all my subscribers, thank you for everything you do. It means the world to the channel. We appreciate you guys so much. As soon as the weather cools off a little bit, we'll have a little more fun, interesting content out in the outdoors. And bring you guys along with us and just see how it all plays out. So once again, thank you guys for everything, and we will see y'all on the next one.